Welcome back, new viewers and game viewers. It's time for another episode of the Mega Man X8 playthrough, and today we're going to be heading over to the Pitch Black to deal with Dark Mantis. So why don't we choose our Maverick Hunters, and I think today we will have Zero and Axel, and begin. I guess Ayla can come too. Dank Mantis. Alright, so this level is actually kind of like a stealth level.
There's an advanced security system in place that will track you. The key to this mission is in skillfully evading detection.
In other words, it's a stealth level. So I'm going to use Axel, and to show off the weapon we just got in the previous episode, this little ray gun, which allows Axel to shoot a concentrated beam. It doesn't run out of energy either when he uses it, which is pretty neat.
Can you hear me?
Alright, these drones aren't over here. Alright, just go over him. I keep saying it, these little robots over here kind of look like something out of the Legends series. Wouldn't be surprised if there were a reference to that. Also, notice how there really isn't much music playing in this level. It is a stealth level, after all. Later on in the level, we'll be able to see that. Alright, this part's kinda sucks. I'm gonna switch to Zero for this. Just because his double jumping is very useful. Oh. Alright, we got another one of those enemy gauntlets. Alright, now we got to get away from these little lights over here, or else enemies will show up if we get caught in them. It kind of reminds me of that stage in X2, Magna Centipede stage. It's very similar to that. Only, I think a little more bearable than that was. If you saw my X2 playthrough, I wasn't really the biggest fan of that stage. Oh, come on. I tried to dash and the game didn't let me. Alright, then fine. Alright, when that happens, yeah, those enemies will show up. This is why stealth tends to work in games that are actually built for it. This game is not built for stealth, but who cares? Alright, there is a secret. Oh, come on. Great placement. And I wanted that for Axel. Oh well. Gotta be real careful. Random things keep showing up on my screen. Hold on. Sorry about that, random things keep showing up on my screen. It's really annoying, I gotta get that fixed. But anyways, you guys can't see it, but it's very annoying. Really? Just great, dude. That's a pattern and a half that you can't avoid. Gotta defeat the guy with the shield. There we go. Oh, come on. That's a great placement. Hold on, I'm putting this in rookie mode. This is garbage. Like I told you, I'm not the biggest fan of the level design in this game, because I don't know why they put a spotlight there like that. Really good placement for a spotlight. Alright, here's the edge of the stage. Not quite done just yet, though. Another enemy gauntlet. And again, I got 0 healed. I didn't... whatever. Guess we're going with it.
Zero, can you hear me?
Alright, now we go into this little tunnel over here, and we got this again. Just damage boost. I don't even care. Oh yeah, and this stage has the darkness gimmick. I mean, there are certain... Okay, you just died. The placement of the spikes really is not the best. But if Axel can handle this...
Axel, can you hear me?
Alright, I believe this is the boss gate. I don't remember if this is voiced or not, so screw it. I don't know if this is voiced with Alia, but whatever. The target has the ability to move freely in the darkness without restriction. The darker it gets, the more dangerous a foe he becomes. I hope you're ready for this. Alright, now we can take this off rookie mode real fast. And here comes Dank Mantis.
Hey, do you even know what the term maverick means?
Maverick? It means scumbags like you, doesn't it?
Scumbags like you.
How dare you accuse me of being something that I cannot be?
Are you talking about the new generation replicant's inability to go Maverick? If you're not Maverick, then just knock off the evil doing and we'll call it a day.
You're awfully innocent for a prototype of us new Reploids. I'll admit, I'm a bit jealous.
Alright, here's the fight with Dark Mantis, and as you can guess, we went in weakness order. We have his weakness. And he kind of gets a bad case of Spark Mandrill syndrome. It's not the worst case of it, but still. That little weapon over there he tries to shoot out at you. I forgot what it was called, actually. Dark Sickle or something, I don't know. And this is another reason why I really like this weapon for Axel. You can just shoot it everywhere like this. And I'm dying over here, but that's fine. Got a bunch of retry chips, too. He's already at about half HP, that's pretty good for us. Alright, here comes the second phase, where he'll do a giant slash attack that clears half the screen. Pretty neat attack, actually. He does also have a sort of command grab attack, where he tries to eat the Maverick Hunter or whatever. But we might not be able to see that here. We could always see it later in the game. Didn't need Rookie Mode or 0 for this one. Black Arrow. Alright, that's one of my favorite attacks used with 0, and you'll see why when we go to the next stage. Also, Axel gets a crossbow. I think that's pretty cool. I'm just a B-class hunter, Cygnus, really? Anyways.
But there was never any doubt that you'd come out on top.
Let's go to the store and see what we can get. I might as well get that for 0, dude. Increases weapon energy, super recover. Alright, what can X get? Nothing much, it looks like. I wonder, why is it called Spike Walker when it decreases your sliding speed down walls? That makes no sense. Alright, can't get that one. Like, just know that you won't get every single one of these power-ups on a first playthrough, but that's alright. It's kind of, like, that's kind of where the replayability in this game comes from that previous Mega Man games didn't really have. I don't really know what to use. Nah, let's save it. Save it for some other stuff.
Great job, Zero.
Zero, have you forgotten already? I'm Palette. This here is Layer. We're the new navigators here. Don't forget about us. Layer wanted to.
And funnily enough, this is the only game where you two show up in besides X Dive.
Right, Layer?
Oh, sorry. Anyway, what is it like?
I did some research, but I'm unable to determine Lumine's location.
You notice the faces Layer is making, right?
That's all.
Well, it's definitely very heavily implied that Layer has a sort of thing for Zero, but if y'all saw my X4 playthrough, or, you know, just played X4 yourself, you know that Zero kind of, after what happened to Iris, his previous love interest, he, doesn't seem to care so much about Layer all that much, because he doesn't want that same thing to happen to her, potentially, what happened to Iris. So there's a little bit of lore for you there, and more reasons why I genuinely believe that Zero's ending in X4 is the canon ending in that game.
Well, no matter what the Mavericks are up to, looks like I'll have to stop them.
I'll have to stop them. You know, you guys are a team, right? Whatever. In weakness order, we're going to go after Gravity Antonion next. Now, I need X for this mission, and we'll bring Zero this time. Again, so we can show off his new ability. And not to confuse this guy with Gravity Beetle. They have very similar powers, after all.
Looks like there's a gravity control system in place in this facility. You can probably open up new routes by rotating the gravitational pull.
Alright, now why don't we switch to Zero real quick to show off his new attack. The Ritsutse. This attack's actually pretty cool. If you use it right, you can actually move with it, too. I mean, there's a certain weapon Zero gets later in the game that actually pairs really well with this weapon. Or this technique. My man turns into such a Beyblade, kind of like a horizontal one. Now, the gimmick of this stage is we teleport to different rooms. And there's a bit of a gravity gimmick here, too, which kinda sucks in some ways. It depends on how the placement works. It's one of those things I think is pretty hard to get right. Alright, you don't want to press that, or else you'll end up in the spikes. No. These damn things and their placements. Alright, let's get into this teleporter. What do you want, Alia? There are blocks around here that are affected by the change in gravitational pull. You should take notes of the position of the blocks and predict the way they'll move. Some enemies can be destroyed by falling blocks, so be sure to use them to your advantage. No, Alia's right about that, and it's actually set up like that here. Though you do miss a chip if you do that, however you can always get it back again. Alright, we can go get this over here, get some more change for our buck. There's a secret that we can only get in the stage as X, so that's why I brought him instead of Exo. Alright, Zero, get on in here so we can get those chips up there. Alright, what you want this time, Alia? It appears that the gravity manipulation switch operates differently in this room. They should help you find a route to the next area if you get stuck. We won't need that for now. I want to get all of this first. And you gotta be careful with some of these switches as well. Because some of the blocks are placed in the way where if you click the wrong switch, you could get instantly killed by them. Definitely forces you to be very careful with how you use them. I use this to flip upside down. Do not touch the spikes. Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Gotta slide down slowly now. I think for the most part this gimmick is okay, though later in the stage it does get a little annoying. Yeah, there is a little secret over there. However, I think this is another one of those cases where we need a certain weapon for that. And I think I should have brought Axel, actually, in order to get that. Yeah, well, we can do that another time. It's gonna happen quite a bit during this playthrough. Uh-oh. We have a boss on our mission. It's Boba Fett.
Vile, what do you plan to do with the elevator in Lumine? Lumine? Don't worry, we're taking very good care of him. The orbital elevator is too important to us to hurt the one who operates it.
That toy's a little too complicated for mavericks like you, Vile.
I said it's too complicated for you.
How I've missed you, Zero. What do you say we have a little fun and make the most of this reunion?
Oh, we'll make the most of this reunion, alright? Yeah, sometimes just like an X3, Vile will show up in the middle of a stage to fight you. He's actually much easier in this game, I'd argue. Or at least at this point in the game he is. Like, he mostly just flies around shooting his little electric cannon. Okay, really? Just him nudging into me did that much damage? Oh, he's dead. That X is dead in the process. Alright, that might not be the best route to go. If you move it this way, you can actually go downward. Hopefully without touching the spikes, for fuck's sake. Spikes are way too close. Alright, we can try that again, but at least X is alive again, so that's good. Alright, I'm gonna put this on rookie mode for a sec, because like I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm not the biggest fan of the way things collide in this game. The collision detection in this game, I think, is a little off. Because I was that close to the spikes and just died from them. Just go up here, I don't really care, because this is why I brought X to this stage. And just like an X7, you can only use X for these. Like Dr. Light said, let's board the capsule. And like I mentioned in the first episode, X will have 2 armors in this game. Technically 3, but we'll talk about that at a later time. And this here is the neutral armor.
I hope this is the last time we need to use weapons of war like this, X. I really do.
Yeah, you're not... Unless we get an X9 sometime in the future, Dr. Light, you're not wrong about this being the last time. But like you mentioned, the neutral armor has interchangeable parts. Here is one of those parts where now our jump attack, or our jump is an attack now. Like, think the weapon part from X1, the helmet part I mean from X1, but fashioned into a weapon of some sort instead of just being used to collect other collectibles. I think that's really neat. Good thing I have the summoning mode, because that is not the best placement. Oh. Alright, can I at least get that up here? That's pretty cool. Now, how does the game expect me to get back up? I don't know. Oh, that's how. Also, one problem I kind of have with this armor that X wears, it looks like one of those doggy cones. Like, some people do really like the neutral armor, but just a little cone of shame or whatever, like a certain Pixar movie once said. It looks kind of dumb. Like, I can't be the one who thinks it looks kind of dumb, but otherwise this armor's pretty cool. Alright, slide down slowly and we can get into here. Don't want to touch that switch over there. I might as well touch it, actually. I think we're on the spot where it's just fine. Ow, come on. Alright, and there seems to be a little collectible we have over here.
You found a rare metal.
You found a rare metal.
Make a new chip.
With it, you can make a new chip. Be sure to stop by the lab when you get back to the Hunter base. Yeah, but that's what I was trying to get in the whatchamacallit, the Troya base in the previous stage. A rare metal, where every stage in this game, including the intro stage Noah's Park, has a lot of those. And that's another thing that I think gives this game so much more replayability compared to previous Mega Man games. Is the amount of medals you can get. And really rare collectibles, too. There is a guide online if you're having trouble finding them, and trust me, you will have trouble finding them. But yeah, just try to collect as many of those as you can, even if you have to do a New Game Plus for it. Which, yes, just like X7, this game has a New Game Plus, too. And see how many of them you can get and do what you need to do with.
Zero, can you hear me?
Alright, I've detected a Maverick signal up ahead. There are no gravity switches in there. But apparently the target has the ability to alter gravity at will? Be careful when gravity is altered. You don't want to get caught up in the chaos. Alright, I'm gonna have X deal with this one. Let's take it off rookie mode for a sec as well. As soon as my Joy-Con decides to act okay, there we go.
Warning. Warning.
You used to be an incredible scientist. What happened? What are you up to?
He was a brilliant scientist.
Scientist? Who are you to say such things? I don't pursue my research just to earn praise from the likes of you.
Have you gone Maverick as well?
Maverick? Once again, you attach labels to me. What arrogance. At any rate, if you choose to stand in my way...
He apparently will destroy us if we stand in his way. Now let's blast him a few times, he'll try to crush you with blocks like that. Try to avoid them. And his weapon is the Black Arrow. Since an enemy seeks towards him, like that. It's actually a pretty neat weakness. Works really well for the fact that he can walk on walls, as you can see here. Someone reminds me of the Gravity Man fight in Mega Man 5, but way better. You can also summon black holes in the middle of the stage, which will suck up your projectiles. However, Black Arrow is a good way to deal with that. Alright, Zero can handle this one, where he'll try to drop all of these onto you. Ow! And he is weak too, that's what it say as well. And down goes Gravity Antonion. Pretty easy fight, honestly. With or without his weakness. Juhazan, Squeeze Bomb, and Spiral Magnum. And Squeeze Bomb is a sort of black hole weapon. Think the black hole bomb from Mega Man 9. Though this game came out before Mega Man 9, but yeah.
That looked like a hard fight, but there was never any doubt that you'd come out on top.
And looks like we also unlocked one of Zero's weapons. Let's go take a look at it.
The rare metal you found has been made into
And welcome back. The rare metal you found has been made into a new chip. Rare metals contain powerful properties that are perfect for chip making. If you manage to find a rare metal, be sure to bring it to the lab as soon as you can. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Like I mentioned in the previous episode, Zero has a bunch of different weapons he can equip in this game. One of those being a fan-type weapon. This fan allows you to deflect enemy bullets. It's a great defensive weapon. And he can switch on that at the fly too. And now we have said fan. He also gets a hammer, a giant sword, knuckles, a glaive, and a bunch of other things. I think he gets like dual blades too, if I remember correctly, in this game like he did in X7. And I'm gonna give that to Zero as well. Added saber combo would be really good for him. Alright, we'll give that to Excel Boy. And speedy recovery for X. I think that's fair. Alright, let us save real fast. There we go.
That's the third one, but we still don't know what the Mavericks are up to.
We still haven't determined exactly why the new generation Reploids are going Maverick.
I'm running simulators right now, but it looks like their virus resistance is absolute.
Yeah, I'm a new generation prototype, and I can confirm that. I'm immune myself.
But if Axel's a prototype, then that means he could go Maverick too. But maybe since he's a prototype, he'll be okay. Let's analyze his data to be sure.
What? Hey, I'm no Maverick. Heck, I'm a Maverick Hunter.
I also really like how they changed Axel's character in this game compared to how he was in X7. But yes, like I mentioned in the first episode, this game is kind of about the new generation Reploids and their entire immunity to the virus, to the Maverick virus. Or to the Sigma virus, whichever one you want to call it. And it'll be stated later on, but these guys can apparently go Maverick at will, which was kind of a plot point in previous X games, so I'm not entirely sure why this game brought it back. But that'll be a discussion for another day, because in the next episode, we will continue going to weakness order, and this time we'll go to the Metal Valley to take down, what's his face? I forgot his name. Earthrock Trilobite. So, thank you all for watching this episode of the Mega Man X8 playthrough. If you all enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit with the video you see on screen right now. Find YouTube at that bell button for more. This video is also sponsored by the wonderful people at W. Just hit the link in the description below. Use the code provided to get a wonderful discount on your wonderful energy drink order. I recommend the Dragon flavor. Consider answering the question of the day in the link in the description below, and consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a Twitch subscriber for $6 a month, for things such as an ad-free experience. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and have a perfect day.